Number 11, if hypothetically starting tomorrow the Venus Project resources and ideas were implemented worldwide, with the exception of getting the masses to be in full support, how would we explain everything to them, assuming that we have just begun redesigning and rebuilding entire cities? I'm not quite sure what you mean. I don't think we can do that, is my point. To build a research facility that exists in sort of a, exploratory theme park, if you will, to show what the it's almost like a science theme park where people can see what the future could be. That's really what Jacques talks about with his initial city research facility. There's more aspects to it than that as far as doing literal research, sort of like what the Venus Project's estate in Florida is intended to do, which is really what it is. That's a microcosm, even though it's not set up in any type of high-tech way. You really couldn't hypothetically just start tomorrow and assume that, and start building the cities and think that people are going to understand it. That's why we have to engage in what I call social therapy and this, again, this intense educational necessity for people to understand their relationship to the world and to get rid of the idiotic ideologies that have no basis. And on that note, I'm going to just simply say that one of the reasons I talk against things like religion, and I talk against things like, old social establishments, if I was to make a list of aspects that are detached from reality when it comes to resource management and social organization, you can take all the Judeo-Islamic Christian religions, Hinduism. Hinduism has hints of balance, though, in its earlier texts, and so do all of religions, but they're not really related to the planet. And then you can take communism, socialism, fascism, and all the other ancient ideologies. These ideologies have zero basis to the natural world. That's how you refute these notions, by the way. Someone says, oh, well, this is communism. You say, no, it's not communism, because communism, in any of the writings, was all about people and relationships of one group to another. It had nothing to do with the resources of the planet. There's only three things that the world operates on. It's energy, which has to be conserved and diligently assessed in the most high-tech way possible to maintain sustainability. I hope eventually we'll achieve almost infinite energy with the use of advanced technologies that are unfortunately not even remotely being explored right now. But there's energy, then there's material resources, there's the copper and the iron ore and all the things that comprise everything that we create around us to help create tools. And then there's human ingenuity and technology and the scientific method. These three attributes is all there is. Is this a religion? No. This is the only thing that has worked itself out in patterns over time that we can with any confidence say, yes, these things work to support us, to let us survive as a species and maintain a quality standard of living. That's it. You don't have to even engage the argument of former social systems. When I hear people like G. Edward Griffin say that we're talking about the pure Marxism, I immediately know that he has no idea what he's talking about in relationship to the core of what our understandings are, which isn't about human relationships exactly. It's about the survival of the species. And as everyone is going to find out very soon, either we move in this direction or we perish. It's either you learn to respect the planet, and this isn't some new age idea or idiotic Alex Jonesian notions where he thinks that any other idea counter to capitalism and counter to Christianity somehow has its own religious basis. There's nothing religious or idealistic about what we're talking about. I'm against ideologies. I'll put it that frank. I don't give a shit about philosophy. Either it works or it doesn't. And the only way you know if it works is what history has supported. And if you break down the foundation of society, again, it's only energy, resource management, and human ingenuity through scientific application. That's it. So if any of you have those problems with dealing with these continual arguments, please bring up those aspects, and it will shut them right up, because none of the former individuals that have advocated any religious or social structure have ever really taken these things into account, because they didn't even think about it.